The Games made their debut at Glasgow's Hampden Park as the athletics got underway on day 4. And we start with the qualifying heats for the men's 100 metres. With the world's fastest man Usain Bolt opting to compete in the relay event only, it was a very open field for the shortest track event.
Connaughton in 2, Hamilton 3, Ahmed in 4, Gittins in 5. Watch him. Bailey Cole in 6 for Jamaica. Mwenga of Kenya 7. Manyoru of the Solomon Islands in 8. Well, away they go. Very good start there by Gittins, I have to say, in the blue and yellow of Barbados. Here comes Bailey Cole, though, the big figure moving through, going well too. Connaughton of Canada on the far side. Look at that, 10.16. That is good going. First round, first race, the win plus 0.6. That is not a bad start at all.
Well, let's just have a look at the start. Gittins definitely got the best start, and Connaughton right on the outside in lane number 2. But this is where Bailey Cole, the Jamaican, opens that massive stride and takes his time to 10.16.
Confirmation of that win for Bailey Cole, 10.16. He goes through by right with Ramon Gittins of Barbados, 10.34. And Connaughton with 10.47. Well, he's looking for one of those 6 fastest loser spots.
Heat 2 was won by Jamaica's Jason Livermore in a time of 10.26, ahead of Jason Rogers representing St Kitts and Nevis. There was drama in the next heat as 2 were disqualified, leaving just 7 sprinters in the starting blocks.
So for the third time of asking, the third heat of the men's 100 metres. Mark Jelks goes in lane 2 for Nigeria. Binam Lend of Cameroon in 3. Neddy Murray of the Seychelles in 4. Then Richard Thompson of Trinidad and Tobago 5. He is probably the most experienced in this field. Mustafa of Singapore goes in 8. And Kieran Rogers of Anguilla in lane 9 nearest the camera. Well, away they go. Good start there from Warren Fraser in the blue. Here comes Richard Thompson, though. Also going well as Jelks. Jelks in the green's going to take this one. A little glance across there with 25 to go. And I tell you what, I think Richard Thompson might have been dipped out of it. I think he was third. The Bahamian Warren Fraser dipped well at the line. It was very tight on the near side between Thompson in 5 and Fraser in 6. No doubting the winner, Mark Jelks, 10.28. Confirmation of that win for Mark Jelks, 10.28 from Warren Fraser, 10.31. The Bahamian just holding off Richard Thompson there of Trinidad and Tobago.
So Hyman on the inside for the Cayman Islands in 1, Smith of Northern Ireland in 5, the partially sighted sprinter, Adams of St Kitts in 6, Akins-Ariti on the near side in 8. Remember, only the first 2 guaranteed a berth in the semi-finals as of right. They are away first time. A great start from Jason Smith, but now coming through is Antoine Adams, and also going well on the far side, affording to ease up way before the line. It's Kemar Hyman. Harry Akins-Ariti will have to wait to see if he goes through as the fastest loser. There are your qualifiers. Great performance from Kemar Hyman. Antoine Adams second. Akins-Ariti with exactly the same time as Richard Thompson. 10.33 should be enough to take both men through, but he would have been expecting to finish in the first 2 as of right.
Heat 5 then. Ashmead of Jamaica in 2. Harris of Guyana in 6. And the Bahamian Griffith in lane 8. The light blue, the ones to watch. Well, away they go, and Ashmead going well at the moment, right to picture in that yellow strip, beginning to build up a lead. Really good run this from Adam Harris of Guyana. Is he going to hold on second place? Yes, he does. Dips well there to hold off Griffith, the Bahamas. Winning time 10.40. Nicol Ashmead winning that 5th heat then in 10.40 for Jamaica. Adam Harris of Guyana, a comfortable second place. Well, comfortable enough because Adrian Griffith in 3rd there for the Bahamas, and he's a 10-1 man this year. We'll have to wait to see if he goes through as the fastest loser, and he might be pushed with 10.46. That's not a quick time at all.
Well, a former American in lane 1, the Nigerian now. And, Darryl Brown is down, but not here. Jamili going strongly right, so is Edwards on the inside. Jamili flying through the middle. Jamili gets that. 10.15 for Adam Jamili. That was into a headwind of minus 0.8 meters per second. check up the result on that. Adam Jamili, now correct at 10.15. And Mazavu Edwards, 10.40. They're the two. And Permal, actually, Mauritius, look at that, 10.46. That's a personal best. Two personal bests in that race.
Kilty is in 8. He'll be second from left. Away they go. Magakwe getting away very well indeed, as did Bailey beside him. Kilty coming through strongly on the near side. But Magakwe beginning to come back to Bailey, but Bailey's going to take it, or does he? Very, very tight for second there. In fact, Daniel Bailey of Antigua and Barbuda took that one. The winning time, 10.30 unofficially. Confirmation of that win, Daniel Bailey, 10.30 from Richard Kilty and Simon Magakwe. They having to share second place, the Englishman and the South African, with 10.34.
South Africa's Akani Simbini was the winner in Heat 8 with a time of 10.32, with Nigeria's Ogo Ogwene Aguero in second. And that just left one final heat.
Hart of the Bahamas in 1, Morris of Montserrat 2, Takua Kiribati 3, Williams Grenada 4, then Bledman in 5, Barassa 6, Lawrence 7, Richards Kwok 8 for Canada, and Henriette in 9 as they get underway this 9th and final heat, and looking strong already. Keston Bledman leading at the moment, coming through the Canadian Richards Kwok going well, but Bledman looking very strong indeed, and the final spot, the second spot rather, taken I think by Richards Kwok of Canada in lane 8, the winning time 10.16 with a plus 0.2. Well, that is one of the quicker times of the day.
Very, very good run indeed, with Richards Kwok of Canada having to settle for third place, which does qualify with the season's best.
Well, we can take a look now at the qualifiers for the semi-finals. There are 3 pages of this. Of course, Adam Jamili the quickest with 10.15, Bailey, Cole, Bledman, Hyman, all running quickly. Only 3 men under 2:20 though in those 9 heats. Jelks goes through for Nigeria, okay. But I wonder how telling that is. Jamili the quickest in the first round. Chavez Hart goes through as well with 10.32. Harry Akins Zariti 10.33 going through as the fastest loser, although it was one of the quicker times of the day. A season's best for Richards Kwok. He goes through with 10.36 as the fastest loser as well. Richard Quilty goes through with that 10.34. Remember, he shared second place with Gittins of Barbados. And the final page of qualifiers, there are 25 of them. Monzavis Edwards 10.40 going through, 10.45 for Adam Harris, good enough to get through to the semis.
The first Glasgow 2014 medal to be decided inside Hampden Stadium was in the women's parasport long jump T37-38 event. Here's a guide.
T37-38 is for jump athletes with a mild impairment affecting the lower trunk and legs, the whole body, or a mild to moderate impairment down one side. These athletes have to compensate for asymmetry and reduced muscle coordination.
It was Joanna Benson from Namibia who took the early lead with a personal best jump of 3 metres 82. But Australian Jodie Elkington then went one better with a season best 4 metre 36, just 1 centimetre short of her career best. The competition brought out the best in all the athletes as England's Bethy Woodward jumped into the silver medal position with a personal best of her own. But with just 1 jump remaining, the winner had already been decided.
And we move to the gold medalist, and she deserves it too, Jodie Elkington. She's had 5 jumps over 4 metres, a world-leading 4 metres and 36 centimetres, and here she goes. And it's a great jump. Fantastic jump from Jodie Elkington. She may have even improved it. She's taken the gold medal. It's the second of the day for Australia in track and field at the men's marathon. And now Jodie Elkington in the women's T37-38 long jump. And she is with the fantastic series 4:29, 4:22, 4:20, 4:36, 4:13, and yes, a world-leading 4:39, a personal best for Elkington. Well, that's the way you win a gold medal, isn't it?